So as you know, in the modern world, 90% of the game happens on a fucking screen. Like, you can be an S tier man in person, but if your texting is D tier, she will lose interest before the second date even fucking happens. I am ranking the most common mistakes from the annoying to the absolute deal breakers. Let's see if your phone is a weapon or a liability. 1. Double and triple texting. You send a message, 10 minutes go by, no reply, you send another. An hour goes by, you send a meme to bump the conversation. Bro, this is the ultimate signal of low value. It can't get any lower. It shows that your happiness is dependent on her reply. Like, that's exactly what you're doing. And that you have nothing better to do than to stare at those three little dots. It creates a wall of text that feels like a chore for her to climb over. It screams anxiety and a lack of options. It smothers the attraction before it has room to breathe. So this is going to be an instant kill. It's an instant block. It's an F tier. 2. The instant reply, meaning zero latency. She takes 4 hours to reply to you, and you reply back in 14 fucking seconds every single time. Bro, while being responsive is good in a committed relationship, I'll give you that. In the early stages, it signals that you are constantly available, and that kills the psychological phenomenon where people remember uncompleted or uninterrupted tasks better. If you're always there, there is no mystery, no tension, and no reason for her to wonder what you're doing. It is not a sin, but it makes you look like you're sitting by your phone waiting for her life to start. It lowers your social gravity or gravitas. So this is going to be a try-hard. It's C tier. 3. The interrogator. This is the interview mode. Like, how was your day? What are you doing? Have you eaten? What's your favorite movie? And I see a lot of dudes my age and probably your age do it. Like, come on, dude. You gotta level up. You gotta rank up. If your texting feels like a job interview, you've already lost. There's no flirtation, no push-pull, and no humor. You are just collecting data like a human spreadsheet. This is the boring nice guy trap. Already being a nice guy is bad, but what's even fucking worse is being a boring nice guy. You think you're being interested, but you're actually just being exhausting. It puts the work of the conversation on her, and if she has to answer 20 questions, she's going to stop replying eventually, and naturally, this is going to be D tier. It's in the nice guy territory. 4. The validation seeker. Did you get my last message? Or, hey, are you mad at me? Or, I guess you're busy. I'ma just go about my day. Brother, this is the passive-aggressive cousin of the double text. It is the most unattractive thing a man can ever do. It proves that you are insecure and that you've already assumed the worst. It forces her into a position where she has to reassure you, which feels like a burden, not a romance. So it's the beast mode of neediness. Once you send this, the power dynamic is permanently broken. It's going to the abyss. F tier. 5. Overusing emojis. This is given the kid vibe. If every sentence ends with 3 laughing faces or a sparkling star, you're bleeding masculine authority. Emojis are not meant for this. Like, they're meant to add subtext, but when overused, they make you look immature or like you're trying too hard to seem friendly and non-threatening. An actual high-value man communicates with clarity. If you cannot convey your tone with words, you are playing on easy mode. It's not a deal breaker on its own, but it definitely lowers the sexual tension and moves you closer to the bestie category. And trust me, you don't want to be in the best friend category. It's going to go in C tier. It's trying too hard. 6. The paragraph wall. You're sending 500-word essays about your philosophy on life, and she's replying with, haha, that's crazy. Bro, this is a failure of mirroring. In social dynamics, you should generally match the energy and effort of the other person. If you are dumping your entire soul into a text box while she's giving you 10% effort, you are over-investing and you're giving away the S-tier prize for free. It shows a lack of social awareness, and you're talking at her, not with her. It's gonna go to B tier. It's somewhat safe, It's B tier because it kills the vibe, but it's fixable. 7. The dry texture. This is the one-word answers. On the opposite end, we have the dry texture, right? So instead of okay, you might be like gay. Instead of a long text, you might be like cool or yeah, or whatever. Look, some guys do this because they think it makes them look alpha or busy. In reality, it just makes you look boring or fucking rude. If there's no hook in your text for her to respond to, the conversation dies a natural death. You are not being mysterious. You're just being a dead end. It's a waste of time on your end and on her end too. If you don't want to talk, don't even text. If you don't want to fucking give her something to work with, then man, don't even text her to begin with. It's going to go B tier. 8. The good morning loop. This seems harmless, right? Every day it's 8 a.m. Good morning, hope you have a great day, blah, blah, blah. In the beginning, it's sweet. After 3 days, it's a routine. And after a week, it's a chore. When you become a predictable notification, you stop being a high-value man and start being a scheduled event, like a bill payment or a weather alert. I mean, you're essentially removing the excitement of when will I hear from him. It's low effort and kills the chase. A high-value man should be too busy with his mission to have a perfectly timed daily check-in for someone he barely knows. This is C tier. It's trying too hard. 9. Drunk texting. This is the leak. It's 2 a.m. on a Friday and you're 4 drinks deep. You send a thinking of you or where have you been? This is a massive red flag. It tells her 2 things. 1, you have absolute zero self-control. And 2, she's only a priority when your inhibitions are down. It is the ultimate low-tier move because it shows you cannot handle your booze or your emotions. It's messy, predictable, and desperate. It destroys any beast mode authority you've built during the day. This is an absolute D tier. It's what a nice guy is prone to do. 10. The ha 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 crutch. Every time you're nervous about how a text will land, you add a ha ha or LOL at the end. We should hang out soon. Haha. You look great in that photo. LOL. Bro, this is a vibe. This is vibe insurance. Come on, let's be real. You're scared of being rejected, so you add the haha as an exit strategy in case she says no. It smells like insecurity because a high-value man says what he means and stands by it without needing to soften the blow with fake laughter. It projects nice guy energy and a lack of conviction. It's a weak way to communicate. I'm going to give it C tier. It's trying hard. 11. Sexualizing too early. This is the thirst trap. You've had 3 great conversations and then you drop a, so what are you wearing? Or make a comment about her body that is 10 levels too intense for the current vibe. This is the fastest way to get blocked. It signals that you are starved for intimacy and that you view her as an object rather than a person. It kills the romantic tension and replaces it with creep energy. It shows a total lack of calibration, and you're just playing the endgame before you've even finished the tutorial. This is an instant fucking block. It's F tier. It's absolutely F tier. Even if she doesn't block you right away on the social media app, she just blocked you mentally from her life. 12. The passive-aggressive period. In the world of digital linguistics, a period at the end of a short text is a weapon. Unless you are writing a formal email to your boss, ending a one-word text with a period signals anger or a shutdown in communication. It's a silent treatment tactic that makes you look like a moody teenager rather than a stoic man. It's emotional baiting. You're trying to make her ask what's wrong, which is a manipulative, low-value behavior. So this is going to be C tier. 13. The grammar police. She sends you a fast text and uses your instead of you are, and you immediately reply with the correct way to spell it. Look, nobody likes a fucking tutor. Correcting someone's grammar in a casual text conversation is a power play that backfires. It makes you look like you care more about being right than about the connection. It is arrogant and socially awkward. It is a dork move. Unless it's playful or between 2 people who already know each other well, it just makes her want to stop texting you to avoid being graded by a nerd. It's a D tier. 14. Unsolicited photos. The mirror flex. Send in random gym selfies or shirtless kitchen shots without her even fucking asking for them, or the conversation leading there, is the digital version of the loud confidence that we talked about in the previous videos. You are fishing for a compliment. If your physique is S tier, let her see it in person or on your Instagram story. Sending it directly to her inbox is a look at me move that screams, I need validation. High value men don't seek approval. They are the price. So when you show off via text, you just become the salesman, not the product. This is B tier. 15. The no context meme dump. You haven't talked in 3 days, and instead of a real message, you just sent 5 random memes in a row. This is low effort engagement. You want the reward of a conversation without doing the work of actually leading one. It's annoying, it clutters her phone, and it gives her nothing to actually reply to. It is lazy. If you want to talk, lead the conversation. If you just want to scroll memes, do it alone. This doesn't even signal desperation. It signals that you're too fucking free, that you have nothing going on in your life, that you're scrolling the whole fucking day to find 5 memes to fucking eventually send it to her. Look, this is going to be, I don't know, man. It's a try hard. It's going to be C tier. 16. The callback text. This is a high-level social intelligence move. You reference a specific small detail from a previous conversation or a date. As an example, saw a guy wearing those ridiculous neon shoes you hate. I almost stepped in to defend your honor. And that's just an example. It depends on the context and whatever you have in mind. Look, this shows 3 things. 1, you actually listen, which is pretty rare. 2, you have a shared inner world or inside joke. And 3, you're not just using a script that you sent to every girl, but this one feels personal, thoughtful, and playful. It's the ultimate rapport builder. It proves the connection is real and keeps the vibe alive without being needy. So this is a definitive A tier. 17. Voice notes or voice messages. In a world full of flat, boring text, a voice note or a voice message is a cheat code. It allows her to hear your tone, your confidence, and your vibe. A short, meaning under 30 seconds, playful voice note creates a much deeper psychological connection than a 500-word paragraph. It shows you are comfortable in your own skin and that you don't care about perfecting a text. Plus, your voice is a primal attraction trigger. It is high risk and high reward. If your voice is grounded and you're not stuttering, it moves you into the real person category instantly. And you should see it like this. 99% of the dudes that are texting her are sending messages instead of actual voice messages. So you're going to be different. This is A tier. 18. The time gap consistency. This isn't about playing games or counting minutes. This is about actually having a life. A high-value man might reply in 10 minutes one time and 6 hours the next. Not because he's trying to be mysterious, but because he's busy winning. This is unpredictability. And unpredictability prevents you from becoming a routine. She never knows when that notification will pop up, which keeps her or keeps you in her mind 24/7. It is the most authentic way to show you are on your mission. It creates natural scarcity and increases your value. But remember, you should actually be busy with your own life, running your business or businesses, going to the gym, doing anything else but spend your time on social media. Start being a creator. Start being a producer. Don't just consume anymore. This is an absolute untouchable S tier of a trait. 20. Texting with a purpose. Logistics first, bro. The S tier rule of texting is that the phone is only for logistics. The date is for connection. So instead of 5 hours of chit-chatting, you use the conversation to set a clear plan. I'm going to that new rooftop lounge on Thursday. You should come with me, 8 p.m. Once the plan is set, you get off the phone, and this shows you are a man of action who values his time. It builds massive anticipation for the actual meeting. It is the absolute alpha framework. You're not her fucking pal. You're the man she's going to see. It keeps the mystery at an all-time high. It's an absolute S tier of a beast mode. So there you have it. This is the tier list. Let me know what I should do next. Have a good one. Stay sharp. I'm out.